Hi, what's up everyone? We are back with another pickups video, the final one for the year. So this one was an interesting one though, because since there was the postage strike happening here, I wasn't sure if any of these things were going to be coming in, but I'm glad they did. And a lot of it was some limited run stuff, so I knew they were coming. I didn't know if they were going to be shipping this month or if it was going to be coming next month, but it's here now. I'm excited about it, and I can't wait to share with you what there is. But with that said, what have you guys got? What did you get for this month? I'd love to hear what you have to say, so please leave your feedback below. But with that, let's get started, shall we? So the first thing I got, this was a post Black Friday sale that was still happening, and I wanted to get my hands on it. So I have it here, but I still need to play the first one. I still need to play the first one in this, and that's gonna happen at some point. But I did get the sequel here, so this is Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Now I don't like how everything's not on the disc, because as you can see, it says there, internet required for this, so you will have to download part of this game. And it was the same thing with the Xbox version. But, you know, it's here. It's gonna be fine. I did install it just to test it, because I know it's been patched and hopefully it's running better now. But I now have both of the Jedi games, and I'm going to have to start those playthroughs at some point. This one, though, this is something I saw. It was originally released on Apple Arcade, and then we found out there was going to be a console and PC release for it. But we didn't hear anything about a physical release. And then Square said, yeah, we're doing one. And I had to get this because this has Sakaguchi-san and Nobuo Uematsu-san. Sorry if I said the names wrong, but they worked together on this, and I wanted to get my hands on this one because it looked awesome. Fantasian Neo Dimension. Because the cool thing with it is that it's like dioramas for the backgrounds that they made for this, and I love the look of this game. So this is going to be a fun JRPG to get to. So, and I've heard good reviews about it, so I'm happy to see that. So if you guys played this, let me know what you think about it. I'd love to hear. Now here's the start of the limited run pile. So I'll start with this one. This was actually announced a while ago, and it's a remake, or it's a new version of the original. It originally came out, I believe, on the Super Nintendo, but then it got localized in North America for the PlayStation. But WayForward decided to release a new version of this, Clock Tower Rewind. So I did get to try at least a little bit of it. This is going to be an interesting change of pace for a game, though, because I don't really know what to expect with it, besides you run from a guy that has scissors and will kill you. I did try a little bit of it, and I did see the Scissor Man, and he did get me, so... But no, I'm excited to get to this one. This one looks like it'll be a lot of fun. And this one was also with that order for Clock Tower. I played this on PC back in the day. Only the demo for it, and I really loved it, and I never owned a copy of it. I did get it eventually on GOG and played a few levels of it. But now Night Dive apparently has worked their magic for this remaster, and that is Dark Forces. So there is an analysis that was done with this by Digital Foundry, so if you want to see the technicalities and things about it, I would say watch that. But I'm excited to have this. And it's a Night Dive release, because I don't have too many Night Dive physical games. So this is another one to add to the collection, and I'm happy about that. Next one, Limited Run just published this, at least they had it available through their website. This actually originally came out on the 360 and PS3, and I really liked this game, and I was surprised that it was getting a remaster. Shadows of the Damned Hello Remastered. Now, I liked this on 360. I actually played through it again a couple years ago. It was just a fun game, and I'm curious to see how the remaster is with it. What I'm expecting is basically better performance with it. And obviously running at a higher resolution, but I heard there is a New Game Plus option, which is something I wish the original game had, because it was tough to get all the stuff, and if you missed it, you'd have to play through the whole game again and need a guide for it, but there's a New Game Plus option. I'm happy about that, so I can't wait to get to this one. And then the other one is also another game that was done by Grasshopper originally, but this one got the remaster treatment from a different studio. And I actually have this on Xbox 360, and I played a bit of it, and I liked it. So I'm curious to see what they did with this. Yep, Lollipop Chainsaw Repop. So, remaster of this game. I think it was like an underrated title. There's not many people, I think, played it. But I know they had to make some changes for it. One of the big things was the soundtrack itself with it. So, I know they've made it apparently stream-friendly. But I want to see what this has to offer and see if my memories of the original will still stick true. But 2 games from Grasshopper Manufacturer, both got the remaster treatment. Here's to see how they turn out. And then this is also another thing from Limited Run. This came with the bundle that I ordered with Lollipop Chainsaw and Shadows of the Damned. This game celebrated its 20th anniversary, and it was well deserved. Does anyone remember Beyond Good and Evil? This was a fun game. It did have some quirks with it, but Jade is a great protagonist. I actually love the cover for this. And, you know, it's nice to see this game back up and running. Perhaps someday we'll get Beyond Good and Evil 2. But with the way things are going right now, with Ubisoft and stuff, I think that might be very unlikely of that happening. But there's this. There's Beyond Good and Evil. I could just stick with this then instead. And then here's the final pickup from Limited Run, because this is something I played on PC back in the day. Again, I only played the demo of it. I never played the full build of it, and I've always wanted to. Now that I got the Night Dive treatment, I'm curious to see what they did with it. Rise of the Triad. This was an insane PC game back in the day. And I know Civi actually did a playthrough of this and even shilled for the Ludicrous Edition. You should go check out that video if you haven't yet. But I like Night Dive's work, and this is something I didn't want to miss out on. I almost bought the Lunchbox Edition, but I decided to go with this instead. But I'm happy to have this, and these aren't going to be the only Night Dive releases I get physically. If there's more, and if I can do it, then I want it. Now we get into some other things. So these are like some Boxing Day stuff that were happening, or like before Boxing Day and then on Boxing Day. But this is something I wanted to play. I played the demo for this and I really liked it, and I wanted to get my hands on it. Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven. Now this is a remake of the original Romancing Saga 2. I actually own Romancing Saga 3 on the Switch, and I did enjoy that title. But this one I never played. I played the demo of this, I loved it. I want to see what this game has to offer. And I think I still have my save file because I believe that transfers over. And the other cool thing is that it also comes with a reversible cover on the inside, which is something that Fantasian didn't, which is kind of disappointing. But I'm excited to get my hands on this. And then these were nice ones because this next little batch here I got from Video Games Plus, and this was during Black Friday, but then posted strike and then waiting for stuff to come in. But they finally came in. We're going to start with this one here, Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon. I have collected a few of the Armored Core games. If you remember, you saw me get Armored Core 4 for the Xbox 360. I have that. I also bought a digital copy of Verdict Day from the Xbox store before it shut down. And now I have this, so I'm very excited to see what this game has to offer. And I've been kind of itching for some mech games. I've been playing actually Mech Warrior 5 Clans with a buddy, so why not continue the mech trend? And this one, I actually own this digitally on the Xbox Series console, but I wanted a physical copy of it. And if I have some of the other Final Fantasy games, I may as well continue that trend here. So Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Reunion, I did a review of this actually. If you haven't played this game, this was actually a good remake of that game. I think it's well done, and I really like Cisne. She is one of my favorite female characters, so, and I know she's in Rebirth, which I still haven't gotten to Rebirth yet. I know. I will get the Rebirth at some point, but this was my introduction to her, and I like that. Zack is also a cool character. So, I'm glad to have that in the collection. And then this one here, I still have to play through these games, but I want to just get them, that way I have them. So, this actually came out this year, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and it looked like a hella fun RPG. And it looks like it builds off of Like a Dragon. So I want to see what this game has to offer. I will get to it eventually, but I have it. I'm excited for it. I'm actually excited for also the other games that the Ryoga Gotoku Studios is working on. I'm very excited for Virtua Fighter. That is now very high on my list of games to get. And Project Century, and I want to see more on Project Century. Hopefully we won't have to wait too long for that stuff. And then this. I'm already doing a playthrough through it, which I will give, again, a shout out and thank you to Koei Tecmo for providing me a copy of this for PC. But I wanted a physical copy for myself, so I decided to get it for PlayStation 5, and that's Fairy Tail 2. Now, what I've played of Fairy Tail 2, I really like it. We just had that weird crash when, if you watched part 2, it crashed at the end, so I don't think that's going to impede progress, so I think we should be okay, but I want this. I don't own the first Fairy Tail, so I'm glad I have this in the collection now. And then the last thing I picked up, and this will be the thing that'll wrap up the year, something Sega related. I just randomly saw this in the store. I'm like, huh, that's cool. I kind of want it. And that's Axel from Streets of Rage. There was a figure here made by Jack Pacific. So, got this. I would hope that there's one for the other characters in Streets of Rage as well. But if they did, other franchises, that would be cool to see. But that's pretty much it for the year. That is the haul. And this was actually a pretty good haul. I do have more stuff coming, so we'll see when those come out. So you'll just have to wait for those videos, but I'm excited to see what 2025 has to offer. And there are things I can't wait to get my hands on. But with that said, what did you guys get? Again, let me know in the comments below. Share your stories, share your stuff. I'd be curious. But with that said, I also want to thank all of you for watching this and taking time out of your day to see this. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and thank you for taking time again out of your day to watch this. It really means a lot. So, until next time, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.